Hey guys, my name's Josh, and today on WG 101, I will be showing you guys some of the best sets of armor in Fallout 4, from unique to combat to power armor. Fallout 4 is a new game recently releasing on the Xbox and PS consoles, along with PCs as well. Fallout 4 is an open world first and third person role playing game, and is enjoyable to play as well as explore. Being the fifth installment to the Fallout series, after Fallout 3 and New Vegas, it is well known by many and is high rated by many game critics. In-game, you will find many variations of armor, which you can collect and mishmash to create powerful sets of armor. The three sets of armor that are commonly found are unique sets, such as costumes, funny masks, and suits; combat armor, which is armor that gives good defense against bullets and hits from most enemies; and the big sets, called power armor, which is a suit of heavily defensive armor that a player can enter, which will enable them to succeed in fights and clear heavily populated place due to the increase in armor. So let's talk about the unique armor. There are many sets of unique armor that you can find throughout this exciting game. Here are the three of the best ones you should keep a lookout for. So let's talk about the Silver Shroud armor. This cool looking piece of clothing you get from completing the mission Silver Shroud will be found in Good Neighbor. Good Neighbor, you have to go into the memory den, and to the right you'll find a room that has a guy named Ken Collins. Ken Collins will give you a mission to become the Silver Shroud. You have to adventure to Hubris Comics, which is located west of Swan's Pond if you've been there. Once at Hubris Comics, you have to venture to the top floor, clearing out all enemies and other hostiles. On a mannequin at the top floor, there will be a Silver Shroud costume. You will need to pick that up and take it straight back to Kent Collins. Once arriving at Emery Den to Kent Collins, you will give the costume to him and he will give it straight back, but with increased stats. It has a damage resistance of 42, and will give +1 agility and perception. This armor can be upgraded through quests from Kent at level 25, 35, and 45 to a very high damage resistance. The second piece of unique armor that you will find will be a mascot head in form of a bear. You'll be heading east of Diamond City to the DB Technical High School. Explore the facility until you find the basement, where you find Bosco, who is wearing the mascot head. You will have to clear the area by killing everyone, and that's including Bosco, and you'll find the headpiece on his body. Now yours for the taking. This headpiece isn't the best in damage resistance, with it only being 2, but gives a cool look to your character. The final piece for the unique armor sets, which I'll be showing you, is Grognak's costume. Derived from the comic book Grognak the Barbarian, a comic book that you can find throughout the Wasteland, this piece of armor will be unique and a good addition to your collection, especially if you are a melee character. This piece of armor will require you to go back to Hubris Comics and search throughout the top floor, where you should find a shelf with the costume on it. This piece of armor isn't that good in damage resistant, but it does make up in all its other stats. The stats: +2 in strength, 10 damage resistance, 20% damage modifier to melee weapons. That's it. This piece of armor will be best paired with a character with highly upgraded strength and melee weaponry. Keep a lookout for Grognak's axe in Hubris Comics as well. Moving on to combat armor, there are various sets of combat armor throughout the game, and I will be covering the best ones. Keep in mind you may have to be a higher level to get access to these types of combat armor. The best suits of combat armor are heavy and sturdy combat armor. This can be obtained from many places, but the place I suggest is a destination far south of Diamond City called Gunners Plaza. Be warned, many enemies will spawn in here and will have powerful armor and guns, so watch out for that. Clearing out this place will already give you lots of good loot and armor, but your prize will be on finding Ryder and some of the captains around him. They'll be holding some of the best combat armor you can get. This armor is most useful when exploring the Wasteland due to its high damage resistance and some other stats that you can find from gathering legendary pieces. Combat armor is one of the best. Moving on to the final armor set, the biggest type of armor in the game, power armor. These sets will allow for maximum defense against all enemies and damage types, and are critical for doing well in the game, especially since they allow you to carry a lot more items. I will be talking about the best set you can get, the XO1 Power Armor. The first location of this power armor requires you to be level 30 plus, as if any lower, you'll be spawned lesser suit of power armor. The location is on the way to Fort Strong. As you're walking on Nordhagen Beach on the way to Fort Strong, just off the side of the main road, you'll see a little military style building, which inside contains the armor. Exploring near this location will spawn the armor, so make sure you leave getting this armor as late as possible, as the higher level you are when it spawns, the better parts that armor will come in at. The next location, and the final I should be talking about for this video, will be located at the abandoned shack. Note, since will be hostile if you're fighting the Institute. The location of the abandoned shack will be straight down from your starting vault, following the outskirts of the box surrounding the area on the map. Once entering the abandoned shack, walk through, gain the key, and start exploring the underground part of the facility, and clear the hostiles if needed. Around the corner from a set of stairs will be the power armor, just sitting there waiting for you to get in it. The stats for a full suit of armor without upgrades are 1220 physical, 790 energy, 1050 radiation, 1260 HP, 92 weight, and has a value of 1220 in the shops. So as you can probably tell, getting this suit will make your life a lot easier. Surviving in the Commonwealth is hard, but with this suit, it'll be much easier. So that's some of the unique and powerful armors and their locations. Using this knowledge, you can conquer the wasteland and kill various raiders, super mutants, and any other things you desire. Have fun with this new exciting game.